Hi, Shiro. How are you today?
Hi Gina, I'm doing great, thanks. What about you?
I am good too. Hey, did you watch any interesting movies recently?
Actually, yes, last weekend I watched a horror movie called The Conjuring. It was so scary that I couldn't sleep well that night.
Oh wow, I watched a comedy movie called The Hangover. It was probably the funniest movie I have ever seen.
Really? I enjoy comedies too, but I usually prefer horror movies because they are more thrilling than comedies. The Conjuring had an incredible history. It was about a family who moved into a haunted house, and strange things started happening immediately. The main actors, Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson, played the paranormal investigator. They performed amazingly.
Totally intense. The Hangover was completely different. It was about a group of friends who traveled to Las Vegas for a bachelor party. After crazy night, they woke up without any memory of what happened, and the groom was missing. The actors Brady Cooper, Ed Helms, and Zach Gelfins were hilarious. The acting was even better than I expected.
I remember that movie. It's one of the most famous comedies. However, horror movies like The Conjuring create a much stronger emotional reaction. I love when I feel scared and excited at the same time.
I get your point. Moreover, horror movies usually have a deeper and more complex plot compared to comedies, which are usually lighter. But for me, laughter is the best medicine. After a stressful week, nothing feels better than watching a good comedy.
On the other hand, horror movies make me feel alive. While I was watching The Conjuring, I was constantly checking behind me, thinking something was there. It was a unique experience.
Imagine, while I was watching The Hangover, it was launching so hard that I spilled my popcorn. Every scene was crazier than the one before. It was truly one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Between the two, The Hangover is definitely funnier, but The Conjuring is scarier and has better suspense scenes. I think horror movies are harder to act because the actors have to show very strong emotion, like fear and desperation.
That's true. Still, comedy actors must have perfect timing to make the jokes work. Timing is everything in comedy, and addition, the situation in the hangover were very creative and unpredictable.
You are right, I enjoy The Hangover a lot when I watched it. It's definitely one of the best comedies from the last decade.
Exactly. Also, the music, the setting, and the dialogues made the hangover even better. It was not just funny, but also smart and well written.
Meanwhile, The Conjuring had a darker atmosphere, with with a lot of suspense and well-designed horror scenes. The background music was chilling and made everything even scarier.
Horror movies are exciting, but honestly, I love comedy more. I prefer watching and feeling relaxed after watching a movie. I love to lie and enjoy the moment.
I enjoy being scary too, but I admit that lounging with friends is much more fun. In conclusion, even though The Conjuring was a masterpiece of horror, The Hangover would be a better choice to present to the class because everyone needs a good laugh sometimes.
Totally agree. Let's tell the story of the hangover. It's funnier, lighter, and everyone will enjoy it more.
Great, let's prepare that together and make it the best presentation in class.